Good morning, everyone. How's everyone doing? So sorry I missed out yesterday, but we're going to have Mother bring in messages today. And I'm going to put on my schedule for next week on the community page. I'll be doing it right after I'm done here because I'll be going back home on Wednesday next week. So we'll see how that's all going to work out. So, good morning, Joanna M., Barbara. Good morning, Carol. Paul Freed. And everyone remember, if you want a message, you have to write it in the where you write your name. And Christina, good morning. Elena Papa, good morning. And Lauren Grillo. All right. So what I'd like to do is let's all say the mantra together. I am the soul. I am the light divine. I am love. I am will. I am fixed design. And I would like everyone to say, I activate the golden pyramid of Christ consciousness all around me. This is another protection that you can use. And so we'll bring that in action today around all of us. MKZ, good morning. And Paul. I'm sure you do. But you need to get focused on living the life here today, not always being concerned. They'll walk with you, but you need to get your life here today and give it energy and light. All right? All right. So I hope all of you, if you need to go back on Monday, my kind of like talk about awakening, because we're going to start back with that on Monday to see if we can't help support some of you who might not know how it works to begin to get yourself awakening and becoming and moving forward with your journey. All right? So let's see who's first today. All right, Joanna M. All right. All right, Joanna M. As I reach out my hand, I bring you up the spiral staircase with me, and we stand before the aisle that holds the 12 doors on either side. And we are going to walk down to number 7 on the left. Take your time. As we open this door, we will walk in together. And what you will see here are many spiritual things, many things that are considered to be things that help you hold your truth, hold your light, expand your consciousness. And then you'll see a beautiful chair that's relaxing, comforting, and a lot of purple up behind it, see the image of the I Am Presence behind you to remind you, and probably in a moment we're going to say that. So, Mother chooses to bring you comfort, to help you discover within yourself where comfort lies. So I want you to take a breath for a moment and breathe deep into your heart so that while we didn't go this way before, together let's breathe down in your heart and find this room. When almost anything that you can imagine about spirituality, about discovering the truth of who you are, about walking the path of truth. I see orbs, I see baskets, I see a lot of holy pieces on the wall from different locations, perhaps from a time when you were meditating in a part of a group, perhaps with Buddha or Babaji. So this reminds me of a great compassion that you hold inside, and perhaps you are living in, or perhaps you've somewhat forgotten and hesitate to remember. So, it is never the intention for you to give up your life and your family to be the light. Being the light only enhances that gift. And perhaps sometimes there'll be judgment or criticism, but you must hold strong and know that God is within all people, and all people have a journey to make as they wish to move forward. I apologize for the people upstairs and the noise. It's almost like God's knocking on your door, wanting you to hear and to remember all the lifetimes you spent remembering. And yes, when we come to earth, we do immediately the forgetting. And then it's a journey of meeting people like this group in another way, going to a church perhaps, that you begin to find your way back. So this gift to you today is to remember. There's a lot about whom you've been in other lifetimes that will begin to help set you free of worry, fear, confusion. So I'm going to suggest to come to this room, to sit in this beautiful lilac chair and allow the lilac flame to move through you and to reduce the separation that you sometimes feel, and to know that you are free to be at one with God. Many blessings. Very good. And if you're new, know that how we do this is the experience of each gift is offered to the group. And if it feels like it's for you, then you can take that and work with it. And if not, just sit in a calm space and the light will touch you in its own way. All right. So we have Marby here, Cavell. Excellent. Jules. And I'll go back up and continue here. Wow, so way far up. 11. How about that? That's a powerful number. All right, Barbara. Let me see what comes for you. Good morning, Barbara. As I sit as Mother and reach out her hand, I bring to you calmness. There is much busyness around you. And for a moment, I want you to take a breath and relax. And I say to you, let's sit here together, for there is no need for so much busyness. Busyness is not a promoter of quietness, relationship with God, an understanding of the deep awareness of truth that you already hold. So as we hold our hands together, I offer you peace. Take a breath and allow all else to move away, to move out, to be gone, as our connection moves deeper into your heart. Yes, perfect. Perhaps you feel the heat of the light coming to annihilate the intrusion of the busy mind. Breathe. Let your feet be flat on the floor. Oh no. As the rain of your day comes and pours around you, know that it is the droplets of love from heaven wanting to bring you joy and understanding. When the heaviness of the storm, when the heaviness of the storm becomes so that you cannot see or feel, anchor your root into the ground. Anchor the foot, your root into the ground, and let the light move up and down your channel calmly. Good. We're going to ask that the sound stop. Now, when a gentle wind comes, I want you to learn how to welcome it, to purify the truth of who you are. Good. And I want you to become the small child who does remember the truth of who she is. Perhaps as we speak, you can contemplate situations where you once were and you were laughter of joy. It is sadness that speaks through these other things. And I want to assure you there is no need for sadness. For there is peace and harmony and joy deep inside your heart to bring fulfillment into this space. So it is many blessings that come to you, Barbara. And in many ways, you need to sit and allow them to be and to show. Your best and favorite words could be show me. Show me. Many blessings to you, my friend. All right, I'm going to take a minute and see if I can have that not interrupt us. All right. Hey, Douglas. Woo! Do you mind going up and asking for this stuff? Okay. Doug's going to go up and see if the man will stop whatever he's doing. I'm so sorry. So, here we are. Christina, how are you doing? I'm going to wait to make sure this man starts before we start again. I have the door shut. We've never met him, so I don't know how he'll be. But we have plenty of time. All right. A little quieter. I can hear him going to the door. All right, we should be okay now. And if he continues, we're talking loud. I hear Doug saying, I understand that. So he's not wanting to be willing. So let's all send him light. I do not know his name. All right, Christina, we'll give it a try. Oh, nope, he came back. Very interesting, isn't it? I can hear he's trying to tap light. If there's such a thing. Okay.
Says he has a couple more things been mailed in, and then he's done.
Okay. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Couple more things, and then he's done. Well, it's certainly giving us an example of how trauma can come up in your life and how do you handle it. Well, I can hear him trying to tap real gently. Because what you don't always realize is the person may not even realize that they're being what you think they are. You know, my daughter takes care of her father, and he was acting weird, and she thought he was getting out. And here he thought she kicked him out. So it's really about. You just need to express yourself, and people will hear you. All right, and thank you for sending your light. All right, Christina, here we go. Mm. Take my hand with the white glove. We are walking what looks like an area that's um, around many islands, land, little things of water, and then land. I do not know what it's called. But what I want you to do is really be aware of your feet upon this land. And I want you to breathe and see if you can feel the peacefulness here. As this land hasn't become a large island, it is demonstrating the capacity of what growth can look like. It is whatever comes. And as I say this to you, Christina, I say that you must give up what you want. Want is a word that doesn't allow things to come. And instead, deep in your heart, ask God to show you what it is of all the gifts you hold, which are many, that you should request from your heart to the universe, to Father, to Mother. Here I'm being shown it has become a confusion, and I understand. As I ask your heart front and back to open and to release the shackles that you place upon yourself that make your heart feel like a wound, and that your relationship with God is tainted by this misperception placed upon Mother, Father. It is never that it's anyone's fault. It is more that we desire, we want, and we need to understand and ask God to just show you. Certainly, it'll be about something that you do well. But I think here is the confusion of what that you do well is meant to be, because it will be what will make you happy. It will be what will bring you harmony and all the things you know of and deserve. So get rooted, go into your heart, and ask all this energy to show you. And then pick up foot by foot and travel that journey, and you will find your answer. For it is not only always from the intellect that the answer that is the highest and best good for us shows itself. For we all have an ego that has to learn from deep within your heart to be let go. So I think it is a wonderful opportunity here for you to encourage yourself to come deep within that which you have fostered and developed within yourself, but let it speak to you and perhaps see how it feels to choose to listen. Many blessings to you, Christina. And we're going to thank Mother and Father for quieting our space for each other. All right. Remember, if you have any questions, you can ask me down below. Helena, good morning. Certainly, and I want to wish you health and wellness. For as I look, I'm being shown you walking with heavy on your shoulders. So I am going to now say burden. And what if you don't feel that and you say that to me? Then there is an effect that we call pretending. That the ego still pretends to be fine and everything's wonderful. And here with me, I want you to know there is no pretending. And I embrace you around these shoulders to let the karma go. It is not always an easy choice to look at life and understand that it's coming from within you. It isn't from another person or situation. But what it is needed here is for you to embrace the truth of you, which you seem to be not wanting to do. And if I were to look at you, Elena, I'm going to say the word that comes, that I would be thrilled to have you as my friend. So you must become thrilled to be you. You see, it's not about other people. It's about you. You must become an acceptance of self. It is one of the major parts of acceptance. And loving the self is always, oh yes, I love myself. And yet here I see within you wounds where all you need to do is to love who you've been and who you will be. And the darkness will lift into the great central sun and be illuminated. So walk tall with your head held up and your heart open, and a new life will show itself to you. Many blessings, Elena. Good. All right, Marby. I am very well, thank you. Oh, I lost my name. Okay. So, Marby, take my hand and let's walk down the corridor of the soul. What you'll see upon the walls are various images of you, what you believe are to be other people, but yet they were you. They are times when you've lived. And what I perceive from these images is you were a fighter. Whether you were a man that was at war or a wife of many children. And I call that a fighter because you did not let it remove your truth from within you. Many people today are over children and give away their truth and their assurance. So here we have you, Marby, in this life, not yet understanding the fighter inside you. You will have a great joy. There is no denying. And there is a love. And yet I want you to fight for yourself to know love throughout eternity. Things that come up are these soul experiences that are bringing them to this lifetime to help heal. For there are so many things that are held by so many that are just from another time. So they come here when you are this joyful and this love. And you are asked to be and forgiving for it. For then it will be gone. It will release. And you will find in that process that you will feel different about being a fighter, because the fighter for many would be one who's angry and fighting, and that isn't not the way we're using it. It's being courageous and determined and to desire more for yourself. More not in what God brings you, but in what you allow yourself to allow. Many blessings. Excellent. All right. Okay. Lauren. All right. I sit here with you and I see and wonder how your little notes to yourself about this book that you are going to write have went. And you understand it could never just be a book about someone else, the Pleiades, whoever. There's a part of you that must come alive in that book to be the one to encourage and have the excitement for the other person that's reading. So we see this book for you as a great learning tool. So I want you, if you choose, to sit and write what you know of yourself. How do you choose love? What do you know of happiness? And courage. For it is these things that will have the book find an ending. It is these things in your relationship with God that will get you where you want to go. So my message to you is there is some work to be done. But work done with God is always with a light foot and an easy experience. Many blessings to you. So good morning, M. Casey. I do not know why, but I reach out both hands to you with my gloves, and I wish to pick you up from the floor. For it is not that you're there for comfort, for this is not so of you. You are there. Oh, and I'm being told that you are hiding. You know, there are so many of all the beings upon the planet that get to this place at one time or another. Hidden parts of the self who are needed in this moment to come forward and to say, well, we're here. We will help you. And the choice is instead to have the perception that you are empty. So as I hold your hands, I want you to begin to let the love and light come into you, for it's always been there. It is not lost. And whatever it is you feel you need, let it not be about that. For what you need is the light of God alive within you and expansive out around you. And this is the truth. For the soul who can remember, God loves me. Jesus loves me. Mothers love me. Cannot be denied. For all the blessings of all those beings pour down upon each of you. You stop it, you don't allow it, and you tend to forget it. But it is the truth. All of that which the heavens and the Lord has, He wishes to bestow. So you can actually pick up a coffee cup and reach out and let it come to you. Perhaps a money tree, and allow it to grow and show you, as you take gentle care of it, how all comes and is. And if it's intelligence you desire, then sleep under the book that you want to know about. Place it under your head and you will remember. For this position I see you in, I hope you choose to not sit there again. Instead, sit in prayer, meditation, and let God hold you. Jesus is the comforter, and let Him come to you. Many blessings. All right. And yes, I do believe that your grandmother and your mom are there together. I'm sure whoever was first is there waiting for the other one. Okay? All right, Khalil. Nice to see you. Yes. And an image comes here as soon as I reach to put out my hand. And I want to say you are wandering. I see you on it's not a stallion, but like a horse of multiple colors. And that you are wandering. You are prepared because you have a steady saddle pack with you, with what you need. But I'm not sure you understand what you're searching for. For you look towards the wisdom of the mind versus the true wisdom within your heart. And at this point, if you would let your horse, who is aligned to you in your heart, begin to gallop and not hold on tight to where you're going, He will show you He is a great steed. So it is not always that we have to have a forecast within ourselves of where we're going and what we're going to do. And what I see is He will take you to a tribe of Indians who will teach you an old wisdom about many things. And most importantly, one is that you're always in the right. And you can ask the universe to just show you. Many blessings to you, Kara. Right? Jules, learning to listen. And here is message day. Yes. Oh, I wish to sit back because there is a candle that is lit and burning. And yet, I look to you and you're not looking at it. And I wonder why. Ah, I understand. You have that you are learning to listen, and I'm going to add in the willingness to see. And see the flame of the candle begins to develop the third eye. And if you already see, that's fine. But what are you seeing? Human destruction, angry, fighting? I want you to see truth. Like, let's go to Eden. We do not have to take the apple from the serpent, but we can see the beauty that's all around. I want you to change and add this new perception. For as I teach many students, there is listening and there is seeing. And next will come knowing. Many blessings to you. Okay, see here. Oh, everybody jumped. All right, so I just did Jules. Barbara Ward, you are late, but that's okay. We had a few sound issues. Well, I'm so sorry. The internet wasn't willing, but it saved you time. It was not, we had a lot of pounding. Barbara Ward. I'm sitting across as I reach out my hand to you with a wise teacher of yours. It is somewhat from the medieval ages, perhaps further than sometimes we go back. And it seems he doesn't know at that period of time what to do with you. He says to me, you were everywhere. And I'm going to take that to mean that you had not found peace inside yourself. Peace inside yourself. So, knowing that which we have spoken of, it makes me curious to look within you now for peace. And let me see. Normally, people would look inside the heart for peace. I'm going to look inside your root, that where you've chosen to connect into the earth for peace. So let me see. If you have vision, you can see here the root petals are like chewed on. They're not real strong and spinning. The root should be spinning at about 12 inches out. And it is like you are being bitten and chewed on. So I skedaddle that all away. And now let's look at those petals. So if you want to join me, Barbara, we will take 2 fingers and a thumb and place upon a petal and see what it says. And I hear help me. Very interesting. I don't want to be here. So I'm going to offer you to forgive yourself and take it into this root. You're not the first for me to see that doesn't really enjoy being upon earth on a very deep level and allow the distortion that exists today on some level that people see I want you to imagine clearing off the feet, the legs, and walking with a new spring in the heart. That whatever God takes you to, there will be happiness. And as we look at this, we can begin to see the root chakra begin to shift. Breathe. Breathe in happiness. I am here. I'm willing to be here. I'm more than willing to be at work with God. And you will feel a greater rooted energy starting to come to you. And I will say, I even begin to see a smile on this image of that which I'm seeing. Yes, you are here and you are on earth. And the gift you hold will be that which is necessary for you as you choose to work with God. And it'll bring you great joy. Because you're going to begin to understand trauma that people create for themselves. And that's what makes it difficult to move forward. Many blessings for you, Barbara. All right. So this is Barbara, said heavy, the sound came which gave me a laugh. Are you saying to me that it was what was there, or you have to tell me what the laughter meant to you? Okay. Lauren said hers was beautiful. All right. Lauren, incredible messages. Thank you. Certainly there are many mansions where many people exist. And the prayer I was taught long ago is that I live upon the many mansions of God, which gives you many opportunities to see all the differences and the unique talents and gifts that people have. So it is true. Lauren said she didn't expect that. Marty, you're welcome. Well, Lauren, this you have to take within yourself and find where it is and bring healing to it. That's why sometimes those things that come are powerful, because there's a part of you that's choosing to live in that experience. And Barbara says the universe gave her the message of lighten up. Yes. All right. Any other questions from anybody? I again apologize for the sound. He's been fixing it up there for a while, but he heard us today. How great that is. So I hope you not only got something from your own messages, but for the essence that was coming as the whole today. It was very powerful. Yes, very good. And again, I'm going to put my schedule. I'll probably be here Monday. I don't know about Tuesday. As I'll be on a flight on Wednesday. So I'll have to see how much I get done to get prepared before Wednesday, because we leave early. So, here's someone else. Brother Warren, that was an interesting message. I was feeling out of sorts and wondering if it was the solar flares. We'll work on the root. Many blessings to you. Well, you were wondering? God gave you your answer. How's that? Yes, growing is such a multitude of many things as we go to work on ourselves and to grow and to live and look at the world. Because it's about finding the peace no matter where you're looking. I just now see Marby for her message. She is still a fighter. Very good. And Lauren says absolutely. All right. Wishing you all well. I'll see you on Monday. I'll still be here. And we'll get our next lesson on after awakening. Where is it that you go next? All right. Yep. Maybe I want to go back. And the energy was just very powerful today. All right. Any blessing? See you soon. Bye-bye.